All right, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Queen of the Throne, Divine Astrology, and I am here to bring you your prophetic messages for whatever is going on in your life at this time. Whoever needs to hear this message, please take these messages in with a pure heart, an open mind, and with honesty with yourself first. And therefore, when you hear the messages, if you're honest with yourself, then you'll understand why the message is for your zodiac sign. We're going to go ahead and get started now. Let's reveal what you need to know. All right, Aquarius, I am opening the Bible right now to get your messages, to see what it is that Aquarians need to know at this time. All right, so I have turned to the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs. This looks like it's chapter 13. This is page 416. 416. The name of the section is called Wise versus Foolish. Wise versus foolish. Okay, I'm being guided to read verses 18 through 24. 18 through 24, Aquarius. Wise versus foolish. It says, poverty and disgrace come to those who ignore discipline, but the one who accepts correction will be honored. Desire fulfilled is sweet to the taste, but to turn from evil is an abomination to fools. The one who walks with the wise will become wise, but a companion of fools will suffer harm. Disaster pursues sinners, but good rewards the righteous. A good man leaves an inheritance to his grandchildren, but the sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. The uncultivated field of the poor yields abundant food, but without justice it is swept away. The one who will not use the rod hates his son, but the one who loves him disciplines him diligently. Let me explain. God didn't say poverty and disgrace comes to those who ignore discipline, but the one who accepts correction will be honored. That's the verse. But God didn't say that, nothing about the rich. So before I get to that, I just want to say, some people think that because someone is at a poverty level, that it is because they have ignored disgrace. People think that when you're rich, it means that you have grace, but that's not true. Poverty and disgrace come to those who ignore discipline. But not all people who ignore discipline are in poverty. That's something you have to hear. You can't just be like, oh, all the people who are in poverty are being punished by God. No, that's not the truth. The verses didn't even say, but the rich will be honored. It didn't even say that. It didn't even mention the rich. It just says the one who accepts correction will be honored. And it didn't even say that you'll get a lot of money for accepting God's correction. It didn't even say that you'll get really anything at all but honor for accepting God's correction. So that's why it's important to understand that why it's wrong for rich to think that they're better than poor. Just because you're rich, it doesn't make you right or righteous or godly or of God. Just because you have more than people who are in poverty, it doesn't mean that you are better than people in it. It just means that God doesn't look at what you have and what you don't have. But if you're a person who accepts correction from God, you'll be honored by God. So what that means is the Academy Awards is not going to honor you. The Emmys, they're not going to honor you. That's not honor from God. The kind of honor that you gain when you really are on God's side is when a lot of people salute you for doing something brave on your own, for choosing God, for believing, for teaching people the word, for like really standing on morals, principles, values, and integrity. That's the kind of honor that you get. And that's how you can tell the difference. So I just wanted to mention that. It says, when you are a friend to fools, you will suffer harm. Disaster pursues sinners, but good rewards the righteous. If you're a good person, you're going to get rewards from God. This line is right after it says disaster pursues sinners, which means that if you're a good person, no disaster can overtake you. Like, nothing can overtake you when you're a good person, basically. A good man leaves an inheritance, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. See, a lot of people with a lot of money, they get themselves involved in something that they can't get themselves out of. And then they end up having to give it all away to the victims that they tormented, humiliated, or people who they hurt, went against. So, Aquarius, what I'm getting here is that the one who loves God will discipline a child diligently. There are some people out here who are doing things because of who they think they are. But God is clearly calling these people fools. Fools. My eyes just went to the next page where it said, to the right on the page, and it says, fools mock at making restitution, but there is goodwill among the upright. This feels like somebody has a lot of money and they're supposed to be paying you right now. Somebody's mocking God because they don't want to make restitution to you. But see, like, you're so blessed. There's an Aquarius out there that's so blessed in dealing with a situation. My eyes are noticing how many times this part of the Bible uses the word good. Somebody out there is really a good person, but there's somebody else that is going against you, or maybe you're the bad guy and you're going against somebody that you owe. Like, it just depends, but somebody has a lot of money. This is a rich person. Okay, so this message is not going to be for every Aquarian. It's only going to be for maybe a couple of people. But there is somebody with a lot of money who's avoiding paying you restitution for something that they have done to you. Foolishness is what's going on in this situation. This person is a fool. A plumb fool. God constantly is calling this person a fool, a big dummy, a goofy, a weirdo. This is someone who is going against somebody, doing all this insensible stuff just because they don't want to give up what they owe to somebody. So it's like, that's the reason why you don't want to hang with this person. This could be someone who wanted you involved with them in some kind of way. They could have either wanted you to work with them, they wanted you to work for them, or they wanted to date you. But somebody is a plumb fool for thinking that if they try to get you to join them, you won't really find out what they actually owe you. It's like they tried to make it seem like they were trying to put you on or help you in order to cover up having to deal with the justice system and give you what you're supposed to have. It's like they were trying to call a truce with you, but you're not calling a truce with nobody. First of all, what gave this person the audacity to try to take something from you? This person doesn't even really know you and did this. This person has been ducking and dodging the feds left, right, center. This person is like the poltergeist right now. Like they're the exorcist or something. You know how they climb on the ceiling and their neck is like deformed, their body's all deformed. This I don't know why I'm getting this image of this person who is bent over backwards. I'm talking about this person is discombobulated in how much they're running away from the feds right now. This person owes you something and they're trying to act like they don't know what's going on, but so many people know. Everybody knows. This person is not even thinking about how you could feel knowing that all of these people around you know, and they're all trying to act like they don't know, but they do know. That right there is enough for God to come on earth right now and kill everybody. Because, see, here's the thing. These people are really playing with your life. They're really playing with God. Because in this situation, somebody is a good person for real. And like, you're the kind of good person where you would never do anything like this to nobody. This is someone who even tried to create a smear campaign against you and have a lot of people going against you for no reason at all. All this person used was one thing you did in the past. That's it. That's all they used was one thing you did in the past, and created like a whole smear campaign against you and got a lot of people in your community involved, a lot of people around your city involved, and then it started to spread and things like that. But this person did that in order to take the spotlight off of you, just in case you found out that they owe you millions of dollars. But that put the spotlight on the situation. How dumb can they be? That's why God is calling this person a fool. They are a fool. This person is so stupid. All that did was just open up a case or some type of situation where now this person is dealing with the law for real. Everything that this person was trying to run away from and trying to hide things from you by lying on your reputation, lying on who you are, trying to twist the image of who you are before you go big, before you blow up, before everybody finds out. Everybody already found out, because this person thought they were being so smart with the plan. Little did they know, all they had to do was what? Be quiet. But see, when you play with God, you're going to have demons on you, and they're going to be fighting on the inside of you because they know that you messed up. You messed with the wrong person. So on the inside of this person, they're fighting and battling with something which made them talk about, like, which made all the truth come out. So now people know what's going on now, because this person, those demons on the inside of them couldn't contain the truth anymore. So this person has splattered out some stuff and has said some things, and now justice is being served in your name's sake, because this person really did do something to harm you, or has done something to backstab you tremendously. This person is a fool in the eyes of God. You know what that's like to be a fool in the eyes of God? You know what that's like to be laughed at? You know what that's like to really be dumb in the eyes of God? Because you know God loves all, like, everybody. So, but this is the thing. You can also be a fool to God and don't get no love. I don't think this person really thought about that, because you know why? They're foolish. They're not going to think about that. This person is not going to think about what can God do as in response to what this person did. See, this person is mocking at the restitution that they owe you. They're so busy trying to do damage control for their own reputation. God is slamming this person right now. You hear me? This person is getting ate up by the wicked for being wicked towards you. Oh, my eyes just saw bribes. It says, the one who profits dishonestly troubles his household, but the one who hates bribes will live. Aquarius, this person bribed people, and now this person is in fear of so much stuff that they're losing right now. Because see, this person, my eyes just saw broadcast, the lips of the wise broadcast knowledge, but not so the heart of fools. This person broadcasted some information about you in order to keep you down. Like, that's what they were trying to do. This is, man, listen, this is somebody who has a lot of money, but they tried to use their media connections to broadcast you in some kind of way, thinking that if they did this to you, people would discard you, like as if, you know, like as if none of what happened for real. And they wanted people to play along and pretend like you're not their target, or you're not the person they stole from, or you're not the person they, you know, have been holding things back from. When I tell you this person is never going to be able to do this again, so many people know, to the point where this person has no choice but to ride out. They're about to ride out. This person, that's it for this person. That's a wrap. They could, the same career that they were trying to hold on to, the same legacy they think they built, is not bigger than the legacy of God. This person has ruined everything, all because they chose to snake you and don't even know you. This person is done. It's over with. It's over with. And it's absolutely no coming back for this person. Even if they go on a hiatus and wait for years and years and years, it's no coming back. Alright? And that's all I have. Thank you.